Oh, hi. I'm here with the legend of the Hidden Temple. My name is Chestnut. We're going to talk to them, get a few questions, a little bit of information from them. We want to make sure that you guys are all interested in going out to see them headlining at the Cantab Downstairs in Club Bohemia on Thursday, February 7th. Hi, guys. How are you?
How's it going?
So let's start out basic. You guys' names are Jason, Kevin, and Eric, right?
Kevin
and Eric. You guys switch seats on me, didn't you? Oh, God, all these musicians look the same. Thank you guys for being here today.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys do. First off, how long have you guys been a band?
Been a band for about a year and a half now, I'd say. We started in June of 2011. Played our first show December 2011 and been going since.
Nice. Oh, that's great, man. It's a good scene for it up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, how'd you all know each other?
Myself and Eric went to elementary school together and actually just met Kevin a couple of years back.
Really?
So there are two other people in the band. Our drummer and our other guitarist aren't here, but I went to college with a few of them, and we all kind of knew each other.
That's great.
And they talked about maybe starting a band, so I was like, okay, what genre? I don't care what music it is. I want to be in it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so you guys have been a band, for a year and a half or so. Have you been through a lot of changes already? Did you end up where you thought you started?
This is more than we could have ever expected at this point. We actually originally started off as a six-piece band. We ended up parting ways with a member back in July, and we've carried on since then. Changed music a little bit from the beginning, from the first song to now. It's definitely a change for us. Not
really?
The same style as what we were. Same style, but not the same sound as what we were. We finally came into our own, basically, and we know what we want to do now, it seems like.
Oh, that's great. It's always good when you really get that groove and find yourselves, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what would you define the genre you guys do?
I'd say it's hardcore, maybe a little metalcore. Some of our songs definitely have more of a hardcore aspect to it, but it's always changing. We're always trying to not be the stereotypical song structure of a normal hardcore song. So always working on changing it, but.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always got to bring your own bit to it.
Yeah,
bring
exactly.
something fresh to it, something new.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good too. Because there's a ton of hardcore around, and
Yeah.
the stuff that's great is amazing and stands up to time. And having your own bit to put into that, not sounding like everything else.
Right. Yeah.
It's huge. Well, let's see. So you've been playing shows for about a year or so, you say, since December of
December
2011?
Yeah.
So give me a good show story, man. What do you got?
One of our best ones was when we played Middle East Downstairs for the Battle for the Rally this past September, was it?
Yeah.
It was more than we ever expected. We figured we're the last band going on of the night. It's 12:30. We're about to go on stage. Like, everyone's dead. There hadn't been one metal band that played all night.
Wow.
So we were kind of like, how is this going to go? Halfway through our first song, the entire floor opened up in front of us and was a giant pit, and it was the most shocking experience ever for us. And during our third song, I jumped down onto the floor right in the pit with the mic, and the guitarist was screaming for me not to go, and I just had to. It was insane. It was an absolute blast.
Sometimes you got to run with that.
Exactly.
Got to. I've been in that situation. I know it's like when all of a sudden the pit opens up. You're like, wait, they're doing this for us?
Yeah, that's exactly it. We had a similar situation happen 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
We played a basement show over in Brighton, and it was an all-metal show. We ended up lucking out and being the headlining band of the night.
Yeah.
The crowd was really good all night long, and then all of a sudden during our second song, I'm standing up on my stage box, looking back, and there's two guys moshing around like, oh, this is cool. Next thing you know, I see one of them put a hamper over his head, drop down, and charge straight through the center of the floor. Opened up the floor for the entire set, and then right at the end of it, people started screaming one more song, and we all just kind of looked at each other like, really? An encore? So we just say we played our first encore, and it was an awesome feeling.
That's awesome.
Luckily, we had one more song.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Did you know another song?
Yeah. That was wild.
Man, basement shows are my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
They
a
really,
blast.
really are. Like basement shows and warehouse shows, any kind of DIY venue, like the energy's always different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Well, so do you guys have stuff recorded yet? Or you guys have any recording on the horizon?
We recorded a while back, and we have a CD we weren't too happy with, so we never really pushed it too much. And
Right.
then we recorded a song about 3 months back, I'd say. and we recorded with Jeffrey Blotten of the band Yantra.
Oh,
and
nice.
we're hopefully going to be going back in with him soon to record another 3 or 4 songs to make a 5-song EP total.
Oh, that's great. Do you guys have any time frame for that yet? Or?
As soon as he can get us in with them, basically. It's just hard right now with everyone's
enough.
work schedules, school schedules. It's
always a tough part.
Exactly.
Logistics.
Yeah.
It's awesome though. He does it all out of his house. So originally we recorded all of our drum tracks with pretty crappy recordings, just with the mics that we had. We sent it to him, and he put them into some computer system and transposed them into like real drum, like electronic tracks, but it sounds like huge drums.
Use them as triggers.
Yeah, so it's wild. But
that's
I think
crazy.
I think we're setting up. He's got like an electronic kit, so we're just waiting for that to go through. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, it always
drums
is.
down. But as soon as we get that, it's sweet. It's all out of his house, just one computer, and he does good work.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean, having the right producer or engineer to work with makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, because before we recorded at New England Institute of Art, so you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment.
Oh yeah.
You need the right, you need to know the person that's mixing it, and they
the person behind the console matters more than any of that.
Exactly.
And this one song we did with Jeff sounded so much different and more in-depth than what we wanted a sound to sound like. What we were expecting originally that we didn't get, and this here was like, yes, like this is us, like this sounds awesome.
There's no feeling like that.
No, it was great.
Is there a place that people can listen to that track?
Yeah, we have it on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/LOTHT band. And then we have that song there, which is titled Abandon Me, and we have all 7 songs that were on the original CD that we recorded about a year or so ago.
Yep.
Yep. Well, as a reminder, we're talking to Legend of the Hidden Temple. You can hit their Facebook page up. You can check out this track. We've got new stuff coming from them soon. And the reason these guys are here is they're headlining. They're headlining over at the Cantab Downstairs, Club Bohemia. It's Thursday, February 7th. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a night of intensity. You guys come on out. Make sure you get there. Guys, thank you for coming and joining us here in the studio. Spending some time talking to us. Looking forward to hearing the new stuff, and the show's going to be great.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're looking forward to the show.
Oh, yeah.
What about your show, Chestnut?
My show? Well, you know what? We're going to have the Hullabaloo's first showcase show over at Rosebud on Saturday, February 9th. All the details will be posted to my website, to the Facebook page. You can go to Chestnut's Hullabaloo, and it's going to be amazing. See ya.